Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is regarding what may be happening next for you in love and romance. So, there are going to be three groups, and the timestamps for each group can be found in the description box and the comment section below. If the readings and messages resonate, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comment section if you choose. For all of my subscribers and returning viewers, as always, I love you, I thank you, I appreciate you. For newer viewers, welcome. And if interested after this video, you may return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into each one of your messages. Welcome to your reading group one regarding what may be happening next in love for you. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. Generally, I pull 5 cards from one tarot deck, 3 clarifiers from another, but you actually got 6 cards this time around instead of 5. So I will quickly highlight the cards that have come through and then go ahead and get into the reading. So the first card out is the Four of Swords, followed by the Nine of Cups, and then the Hierophant, followed by the King of Wands, and then the Ace of Swords, followed by the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy is the Star card. For your 3 clarifiers, you have the Queen of Wands, followed by the Three of Pentacles, and then the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck for the clarifying energy is the Three of Cups. Really quickly, it does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So this one's a little bit of a mixed bag, but either way, because we're going to get into each story. But for this group, I feel like this is actually going to come at a time where you are actually thriving. So you may have either already went through a glow up recently, or you may be going through one or have completed one by the time this person comes in. But this is seeming like you're going to be very sexy, very attractive, maybe having a lot of suitors, a lot of people that, are interested in you. You could be going or essentially be in a phase of your life where you are pursuing a lot of dreams, a lot of goals, a lot of hobbies. You may be traveling more. I feel like it's going to come at a time where you're taking a break, maybe taking a break from work, or maybe you have monopolized your schedule and found a way to kind of have more time to yourself, maybe taking a little bit of a break from your responsibilities, from your career, but also still very focused on your passions and also your finances. So I do feel like you will be in a very good place, especially with this Four of Swords into the Nine of Cups, because Nine of Cups is it's personal wish fulfillment. This is when you're essentially just happy with every area of life. Okay, this is the second happiest card in tarot. The Sun energy is the number one happiest card in tarot. So I feel like again, you're going to be single. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, nine if, of the Nine of Cups is the Self. I feel like you're going to be single. You're going to really be enjoying life. You may be going out more. You may be having aligned with a soul tribe or maybe a close knit group of people that you associate with. You will be going out more with them. You could be going to birthday parties, gatherings. Now, for this group, I am going to say there could be a little bit of an obstacle. I feel like for quite a few of you, this is somebody that you meet at work or somebody you've once worked with, or you meet them throughout some sort of professional setting, right? Like they're working at a bank that you go to for a loan or for some sort of assistance. I feel like there is a very professional dynamic initially. This person may be your boss, or there could just be some sort of conflict of interest, something that goes against the societal social norms with this Hierophant. And I feel instantly there's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of attraction. I feel like you're both very attractive. You both may have a lot of suitors, but your energy may be very drawn to one another. And I feel like with that King of Wands, Ace of Swords, and that King of Pentacles, for some of you, you may have to make a choice. For some of you, you may be choosing between a King of Wands from the past, who, there's still a passionate connection and energetic tie to, and a King of Pentacles, somebody that you meet in a professional setting, who's a little bit more grounded, polar opposite energies. For others of you, I feel like this is somebody, like I said before, where there's an instant attraction with this King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, but with the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords, it's an obstacle because there's a boundary there. With the King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, you work together or you're tied to each other in some sort of a platonic way. But I feel like it transitions with the Six of Swords into the Three of Cups, where you guys end up essentially getting very close, getting to know each other very in a very platonic way with the Three of Cups, but it's more than professional. I feel like maybe you guys start going out for drinks, or you go out dancing, or you just find yourself having side conversations and you start to build more of this friendship bond. So I do feel like this is something that moves, it's like a slow burn, even though the passion is there. For some of you with that Nine of Cups and this King of Wands, Queen of Wands, this could be like a friends with benefit situation for some of you. Maybe one that you keep to yourself or one that is a bit hidden because there's a professional dynamic. For a small few of you, this could be a past person that at one point, what with this Hierophant and King of Wands energy, this could have been somebody that was not ready to settle down. They were not ready for a Ten of Pentacles, the white picket fence, the spouse, the kids, the family. They weren't ready for all of that. And then with the Ace of Swords, this person comes in. We have the card of reunion with the Three of Cups and reconciliation with the Star. For a few of you, this is somebody that then comes in and tries to prove that they have evolved into a King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles archetype. But I feel like for those of you where this resonates, this past person will come in with that energy, but it seems like they're coming in and the timing is off because while they're ready to now settle down with you, you're in a phase where you're thriving and you're enjoying your freedom. You're in this passionate energy. Maybe you're building a business or you're putting a lot more focus on your creative endeavors. You're really taking care of yourself. You're open to all of your options. You're really in an energy where maybe you're not ready to settle. And that can create the kind of conflict here. But for most of you, this does feel like it's a professional situation and there's a boundary. Like it's some sort of conflict of interest, something that could be a bit taboo in terms of this is your boss, you're their boss, or they are helping you with something in your business or your creative endeavors. And there's this energy of it gradually or even swiftly for some of you escalating. But again, I do feel for some of you, this may be something where it's a cuddy buddy situation. But this is a connection that it's a lot of joy. It will be a lot of laughter, even from the very beginning. Even when it's more of just this platonic dynamic, it's going to be a lot of joy. There, you're going to be very attracted to each other. You both could be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Scorpio energy also comes through for me when I see the wands archetypes. The masculine in this could potentially, or one of the masculines could potentially be an earth sign. If not a fire sign, this person could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I do feel like very strongly there is an energy here where you are going to be very, very, very much in your power. For some of you, you could even be at a point where you're putting yourself out there because I see the star card. You're in this very hopeful, optimistic energy. Some of you may be putting yourself out there on a social media platform, or you're putting out some sort of creative endeavor or business, and you're now open to being seen. But like I said, for a few of you, you may have to choose between a Wands archetype and a Pentacles archetype. I feel somebody's from the past, somebody is newer, or these could both be newer energies, but you're kind of alternating, right? Like with the Three of Cups, you may meet the King of Wands energy or Queen of Wands, take it how it resonates, through a friend of a friend or through some sort of social setting or reunion or gathering. And then the King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles, you meet through this Three of Pentacles in a professional setting. And you're essentially you're kind of being pulled between two different energies. I just feel like you're thriving. There's a lot of focus on the self here. Even though this is a romance reading, I'm feeling a lot of focus on you. It's just at a time where you are happily single. Even if you are like a parent or you have those that rely on you, there is an energy here of kind of feeling free and loose, like you're not tied to anything. You're able to, right, with the Nine of Cups and the Four of Swords, you're able to maintain your responsibilities and you're able to give to those around you. You're able to take care of those around you. But it's just at a time where somehow you have either left a job or you have transitioned into your own self-employment, or you're basically just maybe traveling. There's a break here. It's like you're giving your mind and your body a break. It's like you're in this energy of just wanting to focus on your own happiness, your own joy. And so maybe when this energy comes in, you may be on the fence about whether or not you even want to go into this. You may friend zone this person with the Three of Cups or keep them as, like, again, a friends with benefits, because maybe there's a concern about this person coming in and taking your focus, but you are extremely laser focused on your dreams and goals, on your career, on your responsibilities, on yourself. Yeah, you're going to be shining bright. So, yeah, you may have, like I said, for a few of you, having to choose between two would make sense based off of what I'm seeing. But I feel like there's an energy here of you creating a boundary. Even if you entertain this person, there's almost like you'll keep this person in a King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, even though this person may be interested in communicating with the Ace of Swords and being upfront about the fact that they want to have something that's more of a Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, where you build to something. For some of you, like I said, this may be somebody from the past coming around transformed and now they're ready to settle down, but it's at a time that you're not. Or this is a person coming back from the past and now they have to compete for you with someone else. And again, it just feels like you're kind of not interested in settling. And it again, two great options. If this is two for a lot of you, you have two great options. And again, it seems like you're at this stage in life where you have healed, you have went through the end of a painful or difficult cycle in your life, and now you're in this very master manifester energy where you're really just trying to build the life you want for yourself. You're really trying to live life to the fullest, maximize and capitalize on every moment. You're just living in the moment. It's like you're smelling the roses, you're enjoying the sunshine, you're watching the stars and the moon, and you're just in this energy of just flowing. Like it's going to be a very maybe busy time for you, not just when it comes to going out and socializing, but also with putting yourself out there and focused on your career, building your finances, or increasing your finances even more. But you will be in the energy of taking inspired action and creating the life that you have envisioned for yourself. Very confident, very passionate, very sexy, very intense, very attractive, very alluring and magnetic. It's like you don't have time for anything or anyone that is not helping you get to where you're focused on getting to. Because again, we have the Nine of Cups out here, not the 10. So maybe this is at a time where you've taken a break from romance and you're only allowing yourself to entertain through being entertained on dates or, talking to people, staying in the talking phase, or just having somebody that you can explore your passionate side with and keeping it that way. But you who again, whether this is a past person, a new person, for each of you it'll be different, or whether this is two individuals, you will be being heavily pursued. That's what's coming up next for this group in love and romance. There will be one or two energies, depending on how this plays out for each of you, that is going to be extremely laser focused on you. And for those where it's two, there will be energies competing. Even if it's not actively competing openly, there will be two energies that maybe come around at the same time to declare their desire to be with you. And for some of you, you may be mixing a little bit of business with pleasure. For others of you, one or both of you in this situation may leave this job or transition away from this professional dynamic so that you can get closer with the Three of Cups. But I do feel like for quite a few of you, there is a past energy here. Even if you've never been with this person, you've known them. Like you were friends before and you meet at a reunion or a birthday party, or they're a friend of a friend. There is some kind of familiarity here for some of you. For others of you, this person, you're going to get very close with the Three of Cups. This person is going to be a part of your soul tribe. But I do feel eventually this will be somebody that you will end up with, because this person goes from the Wands archetype to a Pentacles archetype. That's somebody that doesn't want to settle down. And then eventually there's a decision made. And then this person becomes this Pentacles archetype who you build a legacy and empire with. Now, for each of you, it could be different. But there will be a lot of joy. There will be a lot of confidence. There will be a lot of happiness. There will be a lot of exploring, a lot of passion, a lot of intensity, whether you're experiencing that with this person or whether you're experiencing that in your own right. But you're picking and choosing. Like you're literally going to have your pick. Even if that sounds far fetched right now, when this comes around, you're going to be in such an empowered energy. There's going to be something about the way you walk, the way you talk. Like this person is going to be very captivated by you. They're going to find the way you walk sexy, your voice, your tone, the way you communicate, the way you carry yourself, your interest. This energy of, kind of take you or leave you that you give off. It's giving very much an energy of look but don't touch. You're very much coming across as somebody who is I'm not going to say out of their league, but maybe somebody that is difficult to claim or difficult to tie down. But that, again, I feel like that's only going to enhance the intensity of the way that this person or these individuals pursues you. You're going to be having a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of excitement. Your health is going to be on 10. Your finances will be great. You will be comfortable. Maybe you will have moved, or you will have transitioned into your dream career, or you will have put out some sort of a project or creative endeavor that's near and dear to your heart that will be thriving. And you will just be in this state of balance and harmony and peace. But still, there's this fiery, intense allure and sex appeal that's emanating from you. Your presence is going to fill the room, even if it already does. And as attractive as you may be right now, your attraction, your confidence, your allure, your magnetism is going to be on 10. But whomever this is, they will be somebody who is maybe a business owner, or they're very creative. They could be known or popular, or they could be somebody that has like a social media platform. This could also be somebody that is very exciting, that likes to travel. If it's two people where there's a King of Wands and King of Pentacles, the Pentacles archetype may be somebody that's very patient, very calm, very um, romantic in a way. Somebody that's very stable and grounded. The other energy is more exciting and passionate, and they're kind of in and out, very assertive, very direct, very energetic. And you may use one, well, I don't want to say use, but you may align one to just intimacy if there's two for whomever, whichever of you this is going to apply. One of them may just be for hooking up, for fun and excitement and just to get your thrill off. And then the other one may be somebody that you are slowly, gradually getting to know, but maybe moving with ease, because this is, something that is not, maybe there's a difference here, like their class level. If it's not that you two work together or there's a professional dynamic, maybe there is a difference in the two of you, your race, your creed, your age. There could be a difference in your religion. One could be well off, one could not be. There's something here that I feel will be different about one or both of these people from you. And that could also be something that creates a bit of an obstacle. But your energy is giving unbothered, carefree, like you're overcoming obstacles. Nothing is bringing you down. Nothing is standing in your way. Nothing is dimming your shine when this comes in. And that could be what, again, like I said, master manifester mode could be why you're manifesting in multiple energies, or manifesting in this newer energy that is going to be a beautiful, balanced partner. They're going to be patient. Even if you just align them to a hookup or just a friend, this person is going to be patient as they try to continue to court you until you're ready. Now, how long they're going to be patient, for those of you where that aligns, I can't say, because it's going to be different for each of you. But I do feel like whenever this comes in, you are going to be very self-focused. You're not going to be overly interested in giving a lot of your time to others. You will entertain people, but there's going to be an energy about you that's very detached. And this person's going to want to try to get you to settle down, and they're going to have to really put in the work. But for quite a few of you with that 3 of Cups, I don't think they're going to succeed. I think they're going to be kept waiting until you're ready. And I love that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. If it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you and have a lovely day. Welcome to your reading group 2 regarding what may be happening for you next in love and romance. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. You have 5 cards from one tarot deck, 3 clarifiers from another. So I will quickly highlight the cards that have come through, and then we'll go ahead and get into the reading. So the first card out is the 4 of Cups, followed by the Hierophant, and then the World card, followed by the 3 of Swords, and then the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy is the 4 of Pentacles. For the clarifying energy, there's the King of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Cups, and then the Fool card. Bottom of the deck for the clarifying energy is the Two of Cups. Does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, the person that's coming in, because there's quite a bit to get into with this group, the person that you will be experiencing or that will be coming in towards you or that you will be pursuing, um, this is going to be somebody that's going to be extremely patient. The masculine in this, I feel, would have to be extremely patient with whomever the feminine energy is. This is going to be somebody that may be financially well off. They may be a business owner, or they may have a position of power and authority or leadership. This is a person that's very practical, very much a gentleman, a bit old fashioned, somebody that is not easy to get. They're very choosy when it comes to their romantic partners. This is somebody that is going to see you as somebody that is worth the leap of faith, that is worth the investment, that is worth the time. Because what I'm seeing here is when this comes around, for a lot of you, you may have been closed off to love for a while now, or by the time this comes in, you will have found yourself closing out a cycle of being closed off. But with the Four of Cups, this is usually somebody that is a bit jaded, somebody that has been hurt with the Three of Swords. You've been through a divorce, a bad breakup, a few bad breakups. You've been lied on, cheated, stolen from, and you've kind of learned to protect yourself with the Four of Pentacles, protecting your value and also moving and wanting to take your time and moving at a slow pace to really build foundation and trust. So when it comes to love romance, the person that is pursuing you, the person that you're going to be coming in conjunction with next, is going to have to be very understanding of your past, what you've experienced. Even if it hasn't been romance, maybe it has been with friends, with family, but you've been hurt. There's been some kind of emotional injustice and imbalance and heartache when it comes to relationship dynamics overall. But I feel like with the Ace of Cups coming out after the Three of Swords, this will come in at a time where you have healed that broken heart. And I say that because with the World card, that's an energy of ending a difficult cycle and then starting a new one where there's joy, there's optimism. You're ready to step into your purpose and align with what's meant for you, where there's extreme joy and happiness and abundance. Things come full circle. And it's coming out with the Three of Swords, meaning you will have completed a cycle of healing, put the past behind you, and you'll be ready for this Ace of Cups new beginning. When it comes to the energy of the Hierophant with the Four of Cups, that's an energy of maybe at one point, maybe now, maybe by then, where you're kind of pulled back. You're reflecting over what you've been through and really contemplating whether opening yourself up to a new emotional beginning in a relationship, whether it's worth it or not. And kind of looking at the Hierophant, that's the marriage, the white picket fence, societal norms, social structures. You're kind of looking at it from a disposition of, I've tried that before. Like I said, some of you may have been married and divorced, so you're kind of looking at it as though, my heart has been broken. It's taken all this time for me to heal it and to really find a level of value and stability and a solid foundation within self. And I'm really treading lightly. What I will say is that for quite a few of you, this may be a past person. For a few of you, it's a newer energy. And that's what I mean when I say this person comes in and they're going to have to really take their time, but I feel like this is a patient person. For those of you where this is a past energy, and I feel that's for quite a few of you, what that means is this is somebody you have walked away from. You may have been married with the Two of Cups. You may have been in a committed connection or had a family together. And with the Eight of Cups, you left, you moved out. With the Three of Swords, you divorced, you broke up. And with the Fool card, this person is now wanting to come back in and to have a new beginning, right? And this person may come back in or appear in your life if it's a newer energy unexpectedly. With the Fool card, this is sudden. This can be serendipitous. This is something that comes in unexpectedly, but this person is optimistic. They're hopeful that you will take a leap of faith to build a Two of Cups with them, that you will see them as a Pentacles archetype, somebody that is worth the investment and basically show you that you are worth being invested in as well when it comes to the Four of Pentacles. But I feel like, again, you will still, again, you may take a leap of faith with the Fool card, but for a lot of you, I feel like this person is just going to be hopeful. But if I'm being honest, a lot of you will accept this person's offer because the Ace of Cups ends the first card pull and then the Fool card ends the clarifying cards. This is suggesting the energy of a new cup of love being offered to you. And then with the Fool card, there's an energy of accepting it and kind of throwing caution to the wind and taking a leap of faith and trusting that, you are ready for this. You're ready to move on from the past, or you're ready to put your past with this person behind you and have something new. The sun is coming out, and you see that maybe this person has matured, where this is a past person. This person has evolved into a King of Pentacles. They could be an earth sign, Libra, or I'm sorry, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or it's in their chart. And now you see this person is somebody that you can build a legacy and an empire with. You can build to a Ten of Pentacles with. But I feel like you will have found value in yourself. You may have essentially went through this energy of a spiritual transformation, a dark night of the soul, if you will, because the high priestess kept showing up through the clarifying card process. And that's also the energy of somebody that is in a very much magnetic energy where there's an allure about you. There's this energy of look but don't touch. There's this energy of keeping to yourself and really focusing within. But now I think you will come to a conclusion that you have done so much inner work, you have healed so much that you are ready to have a new beginning. Whether that's with this person that's returned and they're more mature and evolved, and you guys met as the right person, wrong time, or you're ready to start over, or whether this is a new person and you're ready to take a leap of faith, irregardless of what happened in the past. Because what this seems like is you're somebody who will discover, if you haven't already, that you deserve a chance at true love, irregardless of what connections and relationships have been like for you in the past. And it's like with the energy of the high priestess that kept showing itself and the energy of the Hierophant, that makes me think that you two are aligned. Maybe this person has went through a spiritual transformation, whether they're older energy or newer energy. And this is somebody who maybe is mirroring you, where you both have evolved, you both have matured, you both have closed out difficult cycles of healing and are now aligned to be in a Two of Cups, to have a spiritual union where it is traditional, because you have the Hierophant and Two of Cups. This I do feel like will be the person that you may more than likely end up married to and building an empire and a legacy with. This is somebody that is very traditional, very old fashioned, and I feel like you may be as well. But I feel like you may have an inner knowing. For some of you, where this is a past person, I feel like you already know that this person is your person and they're coming back around. Because the world card can be something that comes back around. This may even be somebody that has to travel to you because they may be at a distance. There could be a difference between the two of you. They're wealthy, you're not. You're wealthy, they're not. There's a race difference. There could be an age gap. But this is somebody that I feel like maybe you have either walked away from before, or there's an energy of walking away from the past where things didn't serve you and choosing to take a leap of faith towards somebody that you do see is worth it, somebody that's going to spoil you. They're going to want to show you the finer things in life and treat you to the finer things in life. This person's love language may be gift giving. They will find you very attractive, very beautiful, very classy, very elegant, very hard to get, but very much worth the hard work and effort that it puts in to get you. Definitely going to see you as the ideal romantic partner, the ideal family man, the ideal family woman, and they will mirror and match that energy. This is a deeply spiritual connection. With the Hierophant in the World card and then the Two of Cups, very spiritual. There will be some fun and excitement here as well. If you were in a hermit energy, this may be somebody that wants you to travel with them a little bit, go out a little bit more, even if you're not socializing, having candlelit dinners, sitting on the beach, going on spontaneous shopping sprees, for example. This is going to be somebody that's going to want to take you out of your shell and kind of show you that they are worth and they are who they are presenting to be. And it's not going to be like it was before. Whether it's a newer energy or older energy, they're going to want to show you that the past is truly behind you. And this is worth the leap of faith. And I love that for you. And I'm going to leave it there. And if it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you may return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you and have a lovely day. Welcome to your reading group 3 regarding what may be happening for you next in love and romance. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. There are 5 cards from one tarot deck, 3 clarifiers from another. I will quickly highlight the cards that have come through and then we'll get into your reading. So the first card out is the Page of Cups, followed by the Ten of Swords, and then the Eight of Wands, followed by the Death card, and then the Lovers. Bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Swords. For the clarifying cards, there's the Four of Swords, followed by the Death card again, and then the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck for the clarifying energy is the Hierophant. Very interesting. So really quickly, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So you have a death card out here twice. This is something that has been like maybe a painful ending, something that may have been hard to walk away from, but you leave behind something that no longer serves you and you move into something new. So the death card always reminds me of like a glow up card. Also my King of Wands, Queen of Wands does as well, but the death card reminds me of that because it's usually healing from the inside, and I always say that reflects on the outside. But this feels very much like, again, Knight of Swords, somebody is fighting for you. Somebody is fighting to have a Hierophant energy, the happy family, the white picket fence. The Hierophant came out in one or both of the previous piles. But you may be on the fence with the energy of the Two of Pentacles. With the Four of Swords, this makes me feel that for a number of you, again, past energy has been prevalent. But for this group, again, there's like something where there's been a break with the Four of Swords, where there's been healing or relief from something that you had to walk away from. And with the Two of Pentacles, maybe you've been on the fence about rekindling or on the fence about even giving energy to a romantic connection, almost as if you've questioned if you're meant to have Hierophant energy, if you're meant to have marriage and, a happy family and the white picket fence and, the family vacations. Maybe you've been on the fence with whether or not that's meant for you. And you could have, with the Four of Swords, decided that maybe it wasn't and decided to just pull your energy back altogether. But if I'm being completely honest with here, there is something or someone coming in extremely fast. There, with the Lovers and Eight of Wands, there's somebody that is extremely, deeply, intensely desiring you. And it could be obviously mutual with the Lovers. That is also a card where there's energies that can be so extremely attracted to each other. There could be so much shared passion that not only do you feel it from miles away, but it causes you to keep choosing each other over and over, because it is so deep and it is so transformative. Your next romantic relationship may be one that is extremely transformative. It may be one where the passion and the intimacy is something that's going to be on 10. This is somebody that you may not be able to keep your hands off of each other. And what's interesting is that I'm saying that, and I don't see overwhelming sense of wands here. I did in one of the other groups, but not in this one. But I'm feeling the energy. So again, this is making me feel that for a few of you where this is a past person, you already know who this is. Like maybe you're feeling this person's pull on you. For others of you, this is a person that comes in and they may help you to close out a cycle of healing where, you have kind of pulled away and figured that romance was not for you. And then they come in and they reignite a passion in you. They reignite this desire. It could be something that moves very quickly. But the Knight of Swords, this person's going to have to work for you. Like they're going to have to really not just talk a good game with this Page of Cups, but actually walk a good game with this Knight of Swords. This is somebody that's going to have to maybe tear down your boundaries and your walls. Well, no pun intended. But if this is a newer energy, they're going to have to fight to take you out of this Four of Swords energy. They're going to have to fight to take you out of this energy of kind of being closed off and in hermit mode, kind of similar to another group. But the energy here feels a lot more lighthearted, which is interesting because with that Ten of Swords and the Death card twice, you would think that there would be a heavier energy, but it's not. Something about this energy feels very seamless. And again, that's why I feel like this is something that either reconnects very quickly and after like an ending, a death to the situation, and you connect very quickly because the passion has been growing in the separation phase, or this is somebody that comes in new, but maybe because it's been so long and because the attraction is so instant, this is something that you two kind of rush into, but maybe you're on the fence about whether or not it'll be Hierophant energy, where it'll be a connection that leads to marriage, that leads to more. Maybe you'll assume or resonate with the idea that maybe you're only meant for a hookup or you're only meant for a passionate connections, or this is how you want to resonate, or this is how you want to align this kind of dynamic with, where it's only intimacy, it's fun, it's exciting, it's travel. This may be somebody that is at a distance and they could meet you while traveling, or if this is a past person, I feel for quite a few of you it is, this person may have to travel to you. But this may be somebody that reaches out first with the Page of Cups. This is somebody that may message you. This may be somebody that sends you an offer. I want to see you. I miss you. Or they may just reach out and kind of test the waters with you. Maybe it starts out as a platonic conversation, but then they start kind of maybe flirting a little bit. But with the Ten of Swords energy, there's an energy here of it was something that was a painful ending. And with the Eight of Wands, it quickly picks up and moves forward again. Where there was the energy of the past and moving away from this, then it goes right back into the Lovers. So Ten of Swords, painful ending. Eight of Wands, passionate movement, quickly, swift travel, connecting, messaging you, passionate messages. Um, this energy of desiring lust. And then it goes again, the 10 of the death card, another painful ending in the situation and moving on. And then it goes right back into Lovers, rekindling. Knight of Swords, somebody rushing in to take inspired action and to communicate. So I feel like, again, past energy has been consistent here, but for this group, it is definitely something that I cannot ignore. It is so possible that this is a newer person. Maybe somebody that comes in, like I said before, and reignites your spark for romance. Somebody that kind of takes you out of your shell, out of this Four of Swords, out of this kind of hermited energy. And now you're having fun and you're exploring each other and you can't get enough of each other. Again, there's not a lot of wands, but something about this energy feels irresistible. Like it feels like you just are wanting this person. Like I feel like even at a distance, if this is something at a distance, you feel this person's desire. They probably feel your desire. This may start out online. It may start out as a little bit of flirtingness, a little bit of testing the waters, but then maybe there's a stop. Even if this is a new or old person, like the Ten of Swords, then you lose connection with this person. And then with the Eight of Wands, it picks up again and it's even more passionate than before. And then with the Death card energy, it stops. And then with the Lovers, you finally come into union and you go all the way. Or this is a situation where if this is a past person, even if it's a new person, there could be quite a bit of off and on, off and on. It's like you can't stay away from each other. Again, Four of Swords, taking a break with the Death card energy, something that you left behind and moved away from it with the Two of Pentacles, now juggling again with the idea of wanting to invest in this, wanting to see if it can get to the Hierophant energy of a marriage, a union, a white picket fence, something that's a traditional spiritual um, authentic old fashioned connection, or trying to decide if it's just a passionate connection or if you should just leave it where it is. This may be an off and on connection, even if it's an old or even if it's a new person. It may start out very lovey-dovey, but then it ends, and then this person reaches out to you again very passionately. It picks up where it left off even more intensely. Then that may be a little pause, and then with the Lovers, that all of a sudden maybe again this person travels, or the Page of Cups that starts out online messaging and then it stops, and then this person just travels to you or you meet them. Suddenly they pop up or they message you about meeting up. And it again, there's a lot of stop and go here, but the passion is undeniable. What I'm feeling is undeniable. So maybe you're balancing whether or not it's lust or love. This one, I'm not going to lie, is a bit complex and it is a little bit confusing. So if this is the past person, this may be something where you're confused about whether or not it is something that will ever be more, or if it will ever come back together. Yeah, I feel like you know this person. The death card is about something that was no longer serving you or wasn't good energy, leaving and then moving into a beautiful, better new beginning. And that is kind of what I'm seeing here. You're going to be on the fence about this, I think. Even if you really want this person, I feel like you're going to be on the fence But I feel like the masculine in this is going to know for sure what they want. But maybe they were the one that was inconsistent before. And now with the Knight of Swords, they're having to prove themselves as being ready to be consistent and to actually see this through. But Two of Pentacles, you're wondering if you should kind of keep a break here with the Four of Swords. Like if you should keep it as something that is done, something that is deaf to this situation, something that has ended and then continue to move forward on a new journey. Or if it's something that is worth a shot. Yeah, there's some confusing energy here. The passion is undeniable. The chemistry, the desire, the lust, the attraction is undeniable. I feel it. I sense it. So it could be again something unspoken. Like you're feeling it, but maybe you two are not connecting or communicating, or you're not speaking up openly about what you're feeling. But I feel like something's going to happen. Somebody's going to move towards the other person. Somebody's going to say, I want to see you. Something's going to happen. And somehow you're going to end up hooking up, or you're going to end up traveling, or just hanging out, or somehow going into this energy of exploring each other, even if it's just on a verbal, intimate level where you just talk about what you want to do with one another. Or, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is physical. Like maybe this has been in the making and it finally is able to come together. But there's a lot of start and stop, a lot of wondering if this is something that's really worth it, or there's something that can build to, right? With Two of Pentacles, that can build to a Ten of Pentacles, that can have the Hierophant, the societal um, status, having a legit marriage, a legit home, a legit family. I'm wondering about this one. If this resonated, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because this one, I want to say it threw me for a loop, but I get it, but there's still something about it I don't get. And that's why I'm saying, for those of you where this is a past person, you kind of understand already what this energy is. If this is a newer person, this is going to be a very transformative connection, but it may be touch and go. But for some reason, I feel like that almost ignites and intensifies their attraction and the desire for one another. It's a very push and pull effect, but it makes the lust for one another that much overwhelming. Yeah. But I'm gonna let it go there. I don't want it to get too repetitive, as I feel it already has. And as I stated, if it resonated on any level, please feel free to let me know in the comments. You can choose to like and subscribe if you'd like. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are the topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you and have a lovely day.